Hi, I am back with another message. Um, the first two cards that I had fall out was separation. I just pulled the cards out the deck, and the first two cards that I had seen was they have turned over was the separation and passion. I feel like somebody separated you from your passions in the past. Things that you had a burning desire for, um, things that you had intense chemistry with, things that you was working on, ideas, things that you thought about. Somebody was successful at separating you from your passions because it was in the reverse. Once I pick up the separation, it went to the upright. So I feel like you back on your path, you back connected with your passions. You're starting to have this burning desire again. You're starting to see what you have chemistry with, what you don't have chemistry with. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm also seeing that since you have got back reconnected with your passions, um, that separation is no longer in place. Somebody that you separated from in the process, um, or whoever you separated from, people in the process of you separating from your passions. The people that you had separated from, or that you probably no longer in contact with, they starting to feel sad. They starting to miss you. They starting to think about you, and they are uncertain about their future because they know that they did something to separate you from your path or your passions. They also did something to separate you from love. You probably was like this person who shows unconditional love, and they like believe it's a myth. Who you think you is? Who you trying to show out for? You always trying to be in this loving energy, like ain't nobody that good. So they felt like they was gonna fuck your life up behind closed doors in secret, probably using magic or incantations, or you know, trying to use mental magic, all types of things. Whatever it was, they did something, and they did not want you to be in connection with your passion, and they didn't want you to be in connection with your ability to have this unconditional love, your ability to always let shit go, your ability to always move past certain things, your ability to always try to keep the peace. They look at you as a monster, and they want to see you react as a monster. They want to see you be on fire. They want to see you burn some shit down. That's the way they want to see your passion, is being angry, not being unconditional love. They like, who you think you tricking? Who you think you fooling? Like, you could have been doing some shit as a teenager, and you're grown as fuck now, and motherfuckers still want to look at you as this teenager or this kid or whatever. Like, people outgrow things. They grow, they learn, whatever the case may be. Or you could have just always been like that. Whatever it is, somebody was like, that shit ain't real, and I'm gonna do something to the point where I don't give a fuck even if they cut me the fuck off. I want to see them react. I'm tired of them acting like they just this loving motherfucker. And I'm tired of them loving they self. They didn't want you to, they wanted to separate you from your self-love. Like, you somebody who, like, you might not, you're not cocky. I don't get the energy of you being cocky or conceited. You might not even be as confident as you appear, as you might slip into your mold sometimes where you feeling yourself and you like, man, you gonna big up yourself. That's once every 80 days that you might big up yourself. Other than that, you just genuinely love yourself. You just genuinely do what you can do for yourself when you can do it. If you want to do something for yourself and you are able to do it, you do that shit. You get what I'm saying? And people wanted to compete with that. They wanted to compete, one up you, but they couldn't do that. So they wanted to separate you from the love that you showed yourself. They wanted to separate you from this wholeness that you felt, like how you can always just let shit go. Now you have separated from these motherfuckers. They like, told you. I knew they couldn't just always let shit go. I don't give a fuck that they ain't fucking with me no more. I proved my point. That's all they wanted to do was prove their point. Now they starting to miss you. Now they starting to feel sad. These motherfuckers are bitter. They're starting to even feel bitter, like resentment, and now they still mad at you. Like, so these motherfuckers. So now they get mad, but the way they get mad is by cutting me off. All them other times I tried to provoke them behind the scenes and they didn't get mad at such and such, such and such. Like, these are the type of motherfuckers, like, you know, like, say if you got a brother and your brother will come up behind you and touch your right ear, but then he'll go and stand on your left side. Then when you look to your right, your other brother right there. So you don't know if this brother did it or that brother did it, because he trying to play tricks on you. But that's just your little brother shit. These the type of motherfuckers that'll try to do some shit with magic and make it look like somebody else did some shit to you. Whole time it was them. And you was keeping your composure with all of these motherfuckers though, because you felt the energy regardless. But you was keeping your composure with all of them. Once you finally said, all right, you know what? I'm still not going to get mad. I'm just going to cut you motherfuckers off in silence. Now they still resent you because they like, damn, when you finally do react, you going to react towards me? Fuck you, motherfucker. We know that the fuck you been doing this whole motherfucking time. They wanted to separate you from your love life. They didn't want you to have any love coming in. Like, if you had a partner at a certain point in time, or somebody you would just talk, or you could have just been talking to a lot of people, you could have been dating, whatever the case may be, you were doing what the fuck you wanted to do, and motherfuckers loved you for that. You exuded this energy. You get what I'm saying? Like, and somebody was like, you having your way too much, or you getting what you want. They could have even said in their mind, you're not even that attractive, or you're not even that appealing, or you don't even act in a certain manner to where you should be receiving these things that you're receiving. So they cut your love life off. They did some magic and separated you. Then they start watching you and start looking at you and start seeing how they started. They hold on. They start trying to watch you on social media, or like watch you behind closed doors, like with some shades on. Like, you didn't even know these people was watching you. Like, they could just be secretly recording you while y'all on the outing, and you just look like, damn, what you recording me for? Or is you taking a picture? Like, what's going on? Like, just always, so they can go back to it, go home, and analyze your every look, analyze your every move, so they can project more separation from you and your passion, more separation from you and your love, and then go and look on your social media or something to see if you talking about that or some shit like that. Like, see if your perception of things change. Like, they want to alter your perception of your desires or your interests, and they don't want you to receive equal give and take. They don't want nobody to give you shit. Okay? They don't want you to heal. They don't want you to heal from any heartbreak, or from like any separation of relationships, or separation from passions, or, you know, toxicity. They don't want you to separate from toxicity though. They don't want you to separate from these addictions though. But they want you to separate from the good shit. If you was in an abusive relationship, they wouldn't want you to separate from that shit. They'll be the type of people that's encouraging you, like, oh, you should stay with such and such. You should work it out. You should work it out. Knowing damn well they're giving you some bad advice just because they don't want to tell you the truth that, oh, you should go get somebody better because you really a motherfucker who can get somebody better. They don't want you to know that. They want you to fucking suffer. You get what I'm saying? These people could be looking at your pictures, reminiscing. They wish they could make some type of new memories with you. These people don't realize that you have separated from them and you have reconnected back with your passions. These people are starting to realize that they can no longer alter your perception, or alter the way that you look at things, or alter the way that you see things, because I'm getting that they also wanted to send you some sort of confusion or alter your perception. They didn't want you to see things clearly. They wanted you to think with your heart, with a fogged heart, or some shit, like a blocked heart. And they're about to get a blocked heart, and they're about to realize that they can no longer alter your perception, or they can no longer watch the things that you do. Let me see what else comes out. 1 second. I see in a rush. So they could be in some sort of rush. They trying to investigate. They looking at something closely. They asking somebody questions. Now they want to think before they act. They was out here doing magic freely to do all this bullshit to you. Now they want to think before they act. Now they're trying to investigate. Now they're trying to look into something closely. They asking probably a practitioner or a high priest in reverse some questions like, What's gonna happen with this? What's gonna happen with that? If the collective start getting back connected with their passions and they start unblocking this, I had a block on their love life. Like I never. This could even be one of your exes. They never wanted you to fucking get another relationship again. They never wanted you to have sex again. They never wanted you to have any but burning desires again. Now they like, okay, if the collective getting all of this shit back, now what's gonna happen? They telling them your heart's getting ready to be blocked. Your perception is getting ready to be altered. You're getting ready to be confused. They like, when this gonna happen? It's saying, in a matter of time. And now they like, oh, so now they in a rush. They in a rush to try to do something the right way. Now they probably trying to undo the workings that they have been doing because now they want to do something in the right way. They see that you learning to create what you desire any fucking way. These people not brave anymore. The more you become brave, the more you fight back, the more resilient you become. You're growing more stronger and you starting to get fresh ideas, fresh perspectives. So they probably confused your old perspective, but now that you, like, say if they confused your old perspective and then you start working from the mind of a kid, you just start gaining new perspectives. You just start learning more information. Like, come on now. And now you know different things. So them trying to push you behind really just, like, catapulted you forward. So you're becoming more braver, and these motherfuckers are becoming more weaker. 11-17. I used to stay seeing that when I was definitely under a lot of spiritual attack, and I didn't even know. And that matches that spiritual attack 11-17, and then becoming more braver. But let me see what else. Like I said, this could be a lover as well, because I'm also seeing wedding rings in reverse, union in reverse, marriage in reverse, soul connection in reverse, everlasting love. That's in reverse. So somebody wanted you to feel like this was an everlasting love, or this was some sort of soul connection, whether this was family or whatever it was. It could be both, but it's in reverse. Somebody is wearing a mask and you know that. If you don't know that, now you know. If you don't know, now you know, nigga. Somebody is still wearing a fucking mask. So if you thought that y'all moved past some shit and now it's back to unconditional love and y'all about to get this passion back, no, they still trying to separate you from something. And the reason they uncertain about their future is because they sent you a lot of attacks and they don't know what the fuck finna happen to them. Asking practitioners questions, still trying to gaslight you, or still pretending that they want to work something out, feeling like that you're gonna engage in this or you're gonna believe this. They're delusional. I'm seeing follow the rabbit hole, or like you could be curious about a lot of things. Like, say if this passed your feed and you like, why I keep seeing certain things like this? Follow the rabbit hole. Start to look shit up. They say curiosity kills the cat, but right here, curiosity can meet new opportunities. You just gotta know how to hold them, when to fold them, how far to go, when to take a break, shit like that. Like, it's overconsumption, underconsumption, and it's just right. Like, all the time, just make sure you're balanced with the shit. But if you keep getting signs, start to, like, at least 5 minutes a day, follow the lead. Like, follow certain leads and see where it's gonna lead you and see what you come up with. You know what I mean? Always question the shit, ask for signs and stuff, you know? But I'm getting like, you don't need to fear. You don't need to fear anything right now. What you need to do is remember how fucking powerful you are. Or that's what you doing, or that's what you have been doing. Like, don't even be moving from a state of panic, or don't even be moving from a state of trying to prove a motherfucking point. Just do what the fuck you're going to do, because you are powerful as fuck. You might have forgot that because they wanted you to be confused about who the fuck you was. I told you they didn't want you to love yourself or know who the fuck you was. They wanted you to be a monster. Then these motherfuckers need to fear. If you so much of a fucking monster, why the fuck wasn't they scared to put witchcraft on you? If you so much of a fucking monster, why wasn't they scared to do all of this bullshit to you? Now it's time for, they done woke up a motherfucking monster. Fuck is they talking about? Like, you know what I mean? It's time for you to use your power and really separate from these motherfuckers that's still trying to wear a mask in your life. I don't know, like, but just period. Somebody still is not learning a lesson. Like, they still want to come in wearing this mask. They still want to separate you from something. It's like they have a love-hate relationship with your energy. They are so sad and they miss you right now and they thinking about you and they want to be in your life. But then it's like when they come into your life, they're going to remember that they want to sabotage it. It's like they feel like that's the only way they're going to have a good future is by you having no future, or by them just living off of your energy of you being sad and depressed and fucked up. I'm not getting this shit. They still haven't found the lesson. You getting ready to discover your purpose. And I'm also getting like, trust that you are learning from your lessons, or you are learning your mistakes. But like, dang man, I keep doing the same shit over and over. Why do I keep doing the same shit over and over? Then you beat yourself up, and then next thing you know, you get up and you do the same shit over and over, because you're just keep saying, why do you keep doing the same shit over and over? Fuck that, who cares? You did it. You are learning. You are getting your lessons, and I know you know that, but it's like your body ain't knowing it or something. I don't know. It's like, stop doing the same shit. You already learned your lesson. Don't keep asking yourself why you keep doing the same shit. Just stop doing it. I don't know. I'm not talking to y'all rude. I'm just saying shit. But you are somebody who is rare and free, and somebody wanted to steal your energy. But that's in reverse. So they cannot steal your energy. They wanted to make it seem like you was rare. Like I said in the beginning, you was rare. You ain't, how can somebody show that much love, or how can somebody do this so much shit? They wanted to prove that it was multiple people like you was just like everybody else. You're not different. You just like everybody else. You're a fucking loser, because I'm a fucking loser. But I'm not going to tell you I'm a fucking loser. I'm still going to act like I'm this high mighty bitch, and I'm going to take everything you fucking got, but I'm going to show you that you're a fucking loser like the rest of the fucking world. No, that's not the truth. You are rare. And so they wanted to be like something, but even though I see that you're rare, it's like a fucking high school when a popular bitch always picking on somebody. Like, even though I see that you're rare, even though I see that people fuck with you and people like you, I'm just going to flip the roles, wear your energy, and make people hate you or some shit. Like, I don't fucking know, they weird as hell, but that's what they basically try to do. They try to put on your energy. Literally. I'm telling you, it's motherfuckers out here who was treating people as they was seeing them as you. Literally. Even my uncle told me, like, bro, he's like, do you know it's motherfuckers out here that want to, I'm like, what? He's like, bro, they wearing your whole face. Now, I ain't get that far. I'm like, what the fuck you mean they wearing my face? He's like, bro, they got your face on. I said, huh? Now, that shit scared me, but he crazy, so I don't know. But I'm just going to say, like, it goes deeper than a motherfucker just wearing your energy. These motherfuckers is shapeshifters and shit, and they cut you off. They even stop talking to you, or they know that y'all wasn't talking, so they able to go around looking like you and shit, pretending to be you and shit. I'm talking about hacking your pages and everything. I'm really getting excited, but this shit crazy. But they really wanted you to forget who you were. They didn't want you to have any memory of who you were. They wanted you to be broken, hearted, shattered, destroyed. They did not want you to lead the way. Like, you could have been showing people a new way. You could have been leading the way. Like I said, you could have been so-called bad in the past, and now you trying to be good. So now you showing motherfuckers a new way. No. Yeah, my phone just died. They didn't probably want me to finish, but yeah, I'm just gonna end this. I'm about to say what I gotta say, but they didn't want you to lead the way. They didn't want you to like actually be able to do something that they never done, or that they never seen done, or I don't know. Like, they could have some sort of entity attachment as well. Whatever it is, like, they didn't want you to lead the way. They didn't want you to start to do something new, show motherfuckers a new way. They didn't want you to they didn't want you to set a new course for yourself, or set a new way for yourself. They wanted you to be the example for motherfuckers, like, well, the reason such and such is like this because of you, or the reason such and such is like this because of you, and you. But then why is the reason that you is the way that you is? Oh, that's just because of you. Like, everything is your fucking fault. And so they definitely didn't want you to lead no new way, and they definitely didn't want you to set no new course. You know where you're going. You know where you want to go. Um, you could have had a plan. You could have had the right direction and shit like that. They wanted to fuck your course up, but it's time for you to like set a new course. Um, like it's time for you to set a new course. And somebody probably is wondering what will happen next. Like whoever these motherfuckers is that's wearing a mask that feel like they gotta rush and figure something out. Like they trying to rush and figure something out. Like rush and stop this backfire. They wondering what's gonna happen next. Um, they ready to do some type of adventure if they got to. But these people need to pause before they take any sort of type of action. They wish that they can go back to yesterday, but they can't. And neither can you. So like it's time for you to just start being in the present. All the shit that they did was nonsense. And they want to stop you from communicating at this time. They want to stop you from talking. If I said anything that resonates, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow, because that helps my pages grow and that helps me to stay down. I fucking forgot. But yeah, that helps me stay consistent with dropping these messages for you guys. Thank you. See, that's what I'm saying. They want you to stop talking. They want you to be confused, but fuck them.